forex was popping. So combining strategies together, right? Maybe not strategies because the strategies are all the same, but combining different types of trading together. So swing trading, right? Trying to get into swing trading, and I was seeing if I could combine it with scalping, and it worked out really, really well. So you know how we trade, right? Price action, rejections, breaks, retest, everything. So we have a break retest on EU. We have a strong confirmation candle. TP is this next little level right here for a 4-to-1, and then stop loss is right above, right? So that's very, very simple entry. So when we get that entry, right, what we could do is we could draw up the next levels of zones, like right here, and then we could set an alert right there and right there, so we know when price breaks out of these levels, right? And then once that happens, both of those get hit. We can just set an alert again for both of these zones to know when price gets in there, right? So price gets in there, taps it, right? We could enter off of 1, 2, these 2 candles in a row, right? So entry would be like that. Stop loss could be just right above it. Okay. And then the cool thing about having an overall swing bias and having overall higher time frame confluence, knowing that we're going to go most likely to the certain level, but also having this higher time frame bias, being stronger, being the levels are stronger, the candles are stronger, everything is stronger, so it's more likely to go in that certain direction when we take the sells. Obviously the TP is not guaranteed, but the direction is much more likely than staying on this lower time frame and hoping that it's going to go this much distance. And in my opinion, doing it like this is better because you are almost way more guaranteed, not guaranteed, but way more likely to get these big trades than if you're just only on the scalping time frames. So this first trade, a 4-to-1. This second trade could be a 8-to-1, and you just take it to the exact same spot. All you did was go down to the time frames when you enter off of that 4-hour candle and just draw up these zones and then wait for a breakout and then wait for those 2 confirmation candles. Bang, and that's it. So the first one is a 4-to-1. The second one is an 8-to-1. It's very, very easy. When you did this, when you went down to here, all you did is draw up these 2 zones. Okay, it didn't take any time. And then once the alert was activated, what would have happened is you would have had to wait a total of 12 minutes until those 2 confirmation candles happened, and then that was it, and you were set. Right? So that's it. Now, the same thing happened on AU, right? Let's look at this. Price came up to this level. We had one strong rejection. Price pulled back, another strong rejection. So guess what? We can enter off of this candle. Okay? So then we go down. Right when we do that, we go down to the lower time frames. We have this entire level. We drop this entire level. We wait for price to pull back in there and give us a good reaction. Okay? Price pulls back in there. We get that alert. It lets us know. We get 1, 2 candles. And then stop loss could be about a 6. Okay? And then now we have this next level right here. So what we can do is just set an alert again. This first trade, the TP can be the same as the swing trade. So we're going to have a 6 pip stop, 70 pip TP. We set an alert right in this level. So we know when price comes down there, bang. All right. Okay. So we get alerted with both of those. Okay. So now price breaks out, retest. Now we wait for 2 confirmation candles. Just like that, we enter the trade again. Okay. Have a 6.5 pip stop. And now we see this, we have another level, and then we wait for price to do the same thing, right? If it does, it does. If it doesn't, whatever. It does. Price comes back up into that level again, right here in this area. So we could have an entry off of these two, these two, these two, whichever one. Let's say these two because that's the first one that happened. Stop loss could be like that, just be a little bit, maybe like that, maybe a 7.5 up above the level. Okay. And then now, all three of these can go to the same TP. All three of them. So the first one, 3. Second, 11. Third, 7. And fourth, 5. Okay. Let's fast forward a little bit. Okay. So let's look at it. So this one dropped. This one came all the way back up. Probably would have hit break even. So we can X that one out. Okay. Now these two, 11, 7. Okay. All you did once you entered that candle, the 4-hour candle that we entered off of closed right here. So we wouldn't have got in on this one. Okay. Now, when it came back up, all we did was draw out that level, set an alert, and then wait for a few minutes till those two candles happen. And then by the time when we did that, this was already there. So we set another alert and waited for that to happen. And that was it. And we took the trades. Very, very simplistic. And it's not wasting your time. I mean, it's not wasting your time. But it's just a lot more likely to go your direction. You don't have to be on a scalping 24/7 trying to catch trades and, not having things play out. In my opinion, this is very, very accurate. It's very, very good. And it's also not something that you have to do all the time. You can obviously choose when you want to scalp alongside with the swing trades. But it's just a very, very good way to get really, really good risk rewards. Instead of constantly trying to get 3-to-1s or 4-to-1s, being able to get 11-to-1s, 7-to-1s, 5-to-1s and above consistently because you have a swing bias. So combining these strategies together could be a really, really good way to up the money that you make really, really fast. So that's it, man. OFX out.